My life's a story before me, and I'll try and find a way to be free finally. I'll reach the new world. The game has only just begun. I can see it in your eyes. This is where tomorrow brings a new game. It's time to learn the pain is gain. Ready, fight!
Hey guys, what's going on? It's ya boy Bowser Jr. Fan 13, and today I got us another video to talk about today. So anyways, in today's video, I'm here to talk about one of the greatest mobile games of all time, Mega Man X Dive. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with Mega Man X Dive, right? Because last year I've been playing it on my channel, well, since it came out. I've been live streaming it, and I've been playing it since the day it was released. Well, technically the American version came out last year, around August, I believe. The one that I was playing was the Taiwan version back in 2020, in March. So, anyways, about the game. It's basically your typical Mega Man X game on mobile devices, but it's also a gacha game where you can collect characters from the Mega Man X series and basically upgrade your characters, compete in battles, and play through the story mode and all the fun levels you know from the games. It's really fun, believe me. Anyways, another thing that I would love to talk about is the crossovers and the type of characters that there are in there. So there are multiple characters from the Mega Man X series, as well as crossover characters from basically the Classic, the Legends, Battle Network, etc. So all of these collaborations with the other Mega Man series is pretty amazing. But that's not the only thing that they've collabed with, because you see, there were actually some cool official crossover collabs that Mega Man X Dive has done with other games, and especially Capcom games. So last year we got this collaboration called the Monster Hunter collab. Basically, it was a collab where you play as the Mega Man X characters dressed up as the Monster Hunter characters in celebration of promoting Monster Hunter Rise, which is pretty amazing. But that's not the only collab we got. We also got another collab with Street Fighter V, but instead of using characters dressed up from that series, we had the actual characters in there. We had Ryu, Chun-Li, and Akuma, and it was amazing. But what if I was to tell you that we could have more collabs than just that? There are a ton of franchises that Capcom made, and I've been thinking, what if there were some more collabs with these franchises, and it would make the game even more cooler? And besides, I've been thinking of a ton of cool crossovers with my favorite Mega Man game. I mean, come on, I love Mega Man and the Mega Man X series, and I think a crossover with some of these franchises would be pretty amazing. So I thought, why not think of some collabs that they could do for Mega Man X Dive. It could be for some old Capcom games, or some brand new ones, or ones that are trending to this day. So anyways, I've made up a list of games that I want to do a collab with, and I'll be going over like what type of characters will be in there, what type of stage we'll be playing in, and basically that's pretty much it. I won't go over skills or story or whatever that they plan to do in this. I'll leave Capcom to that. But what is important is that I can't wait to show off what type of ideas I have for this game. But anyways, enough of that. It's time to talk about the 6 franchises that I would want Mega Man X Dive to collab with. Let's get started, shall we? Okay, so here we have collab number 1, Mega Man X Dive cross Darkstalkers. Yeah, Darkstalkers crossover, eh? Isn't that amazing? I mean, hey, they did a Street Fighter collab, so why not do one of Darkstalkers? Because, man, Darkstalkers is really dead, especially after Darkstalkers Resurrection back in 2016, which was a big disappointment and letdown. But that's not important. What is important is that this series has been so amazing. It's basically the equivalent of Street Fighter, except the characters are all anime and they're based off of Hollywood movie / novel monsters. I think you get the idea of what I'm saying. But I'm telling you, they've been in multiple crossovers in all of Capcom's glory, so I think putting the Darkstalkers and Mega Man X Dive would be amazing. So anyways, how would I put this crossover together? Well, I'm glad you asked. So the stage for the game, it was hard for me to decide, but I think it should take place in the Majigan. If you don't know what the Majigan is, it's basically a location in the Darkstalkers franchise where it's some type of dimension created by Jedha in Darkstalkers 3. And the playable characters that you'll be playing as in this collab will be Dmitri Maximoff and Morrigan Anslin. Which is pretty obvious, because Dmitri and Morrigan are well known and most knowable and the biggest main characters in the Darkstalkers franchise. So of course I would put both of them in. And if I was to put a third character, well, in the second week as this collab is going on, which the character that's going to be in the second week, which is also going to be the boss for this game, will be Jedha. I mean, hey, Jedha is my favorite villain, so having him with Dmitri and Morrigan in this collab would be amazing. And yes, bosses can be playable, well, most bosses, because in Mega Man X Dive, it's no stranger that they basically use bosses as both fighting and playable characters. So, yeah, okay, I apologize for my bad English, that was terrible. Anyways, but enough of that. A Darkstalkers crossover, it would be amazing. Alright, collab number 2. Mega Man X Dive cross Resident Evil Village. Oh, really? You want to do a Resident Evil Village crossover? Heck yeah, I do. I mean, come on. It's Resident Evil Village. It was one of the biggest nominees for Game Awards 2021. It didn't win Game of the Year, but it won the award for Best Performance, because, I mean, can you blame me? The game is just so freaking good. But anyways, how it would have this crossover go on is that, if it was up to me, I'd say the stage would be based around the village, or the outside of the village, and you're basically roaming around places, fighting the Lankin-based Reploids and stuff like that. And maybe that will be like for the first half of the stage, and the second half can take place in Castle Dimitrescu. And the playable characters for this collaboration, well, first one, which is obvious, is Ethan Winters, since he's the main character of this game. And I've come to wonder, are we actually going to see Ethan's face for the first time? I mean, we've already seen what Ethan looks like, especially in mods and models and stuff, but I don't know why Capcom is hiding Ethan's face in both Resident Evil 7 and 8. It's really weird, but still. Alright. Anyways, as I said, we're going to have Ethan Winters and Chris Redfield because, well, he's one of the biggest Resident Evil characters, and he did take a big part in Resident Evil Village, so of course I would have him. Third playable character, this one is also going to be the boss for the event, Lady Dimitrescu. I know what you're thinking, Lady Dimitrescu, well, yeah, it's an obvious choice because she's a fan favorite, but how would she work as a playable character? Well, it's kind of hard to explain, but there are a few ideas that come to mind, but I'm not going to get into too many details. But the point is, I would want Lady Dimitrescu to be playable in this collaboration, because we also need female representatives in the collabs, because apparently, from what I recall in a review with the developers, the producer wanted to put more female characters in the game and make all these different variations of different female characters of the Mega Man series because, well, I'm not gonna lie, the Mega Man series has way more male characters than female characters, which makes sense. I mean, come on, like, since when was the last time we had a female robot master other than Splash Woman, am I right? So Resident Evil crossover, definitely look forward to that. Collaboration number 3, Mega Man X Dive cross Devil May Cry. Oh, a Devil May Cry crossover. I totally did not see that one coming. I mean, come on. Devil May Cry 5 put Mega Man's Mega Buster as a weapon in DLC. So, like, also this franchise has had a crossover with Devil May Cry via Marvel vs. Capcom, so we gotta have the official crossover right here and right now. And besides, I love Devil May Cry. It's hands down one of the best Capcom franchises of all time. So anyways, what type of characters will we see in this game? Well, before I get into that, I want to say that maybe the stage could be based around maybe the Demon Realm, or like the castle from Devil May Cry 1 where it took place and where Dante was adventuring. Speaking of, Dante, of course, is going to be the playable character of the event, because it's too obvious. I mean, he's the main character of Devil May Cry, of course he would be in here. And we're also going to put Trish, because, again, we need female representation for this game. So, yeah. And the third playable character slash boss for this event, we will have Virgil, which, again, is an obvious choice. I mean, Virgil is one of the best Devil May Cry villains, and best video game villains in general, so I think I made it way too obvious and way too easy for all of us. Still, overall, this crossover would totally be sick and fire. Definitely want to play this. And if I had to pick which characters I would play in this event, I'd say I'd go for Dante. Collab number 4, Mega Man X Dive Cross Beautiful Joe. Oh, okay, now we're getting interested into this. Beautiful Joe. Of course I had to put Beautiful Joe. I mean, Beautiful Joe, to me, it seems like a kid-friendly franchise, and so is Mega Man, so if you put 2 and 2 together, it makes sense. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't played Beautiful Joe, but I kind of seen some cutscenes and kind of read some, like, I don't know, articles or something, or watched videos on what the game was about. So, like, of course I wouldn't put Beautiful Joe in this because he's also a very popular character too. So, anyways, I don't know what type of stage we're gonna go through, but whatever this stage is called in the background, like, as I'm recording this and I found the stage, like, I don't know what it's called, but I think this is where we're gonna have this event take place in. As for playable characters, we're gonna have Beautiful Joe and Sylvia as playable characters. The boss of this game, who would be also the third character for the event, would be Captain Blue, because he is the game's main villain after all. And I think that's all I have to say for this one. Yeah. Collab number 5, Mega Man X Dive Cross Cyberbots. What? Cyberbots? Wait, what's Cyberbots? Oh wait, you don't remember Cyberbots? Who doesn't know Cyberbots? Okay, why am I saying Cyberbots so much? Okay, look. Alright, so Cyberbots is a classic arcade fighting game where characters fight in giant mech suits and stuff, and that's pretty much all you need to know. And, yeah, there are a few characters from the franchise. Like, if you watched my Marvel vs. Capcom 4 roster that I made for the game, like, you may know a few characters from the franchise in this game, but anyways, that's not the point. But a Cyberbots collab would be perfect because, well, Cyberbots is a game based around robots, of course, so, and Mega Man and the characters are all robots, so it's too obvious and it would make sense. Alright, so for the event of the stage, if you look into the background and you know what stage this is called, good for you. I think this is going to be the event stage for this collab. But playable characters, which of course is what you want to hear. Alright, so the characters that are going to be playable in this collab are Jin Saitomi, Saitama Lawrence, and Devilot, which of course is quite obvious. I mean, Jin Saitomi is the main character of the series. Saitama Lawrence, I don't know who this guy is, but he seems like an important character. And of course, Princess Devilot, she's a very important character because she's popular and she's one of the iconic villains in the series. So yeah, anyways, that's all for this collab. So let's get to the final collab of this video. And finally, collab number 6, Mega Man X Dive Cross Strider. Oh yeah, here we go. Alright, so anyways, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I know absolutely nothing about the Strider series at all. All I know is that it's based off of this one character called Strider Hiryu, who was a ninja, and that's all I know about the game. I do know, like, a few characters other than him, but that's just about it, so sorry everyone. But anyways, the stage in the background is going to be the event, and of course the playable characters in this event. As I said before, we're going to have Strider Hiryu. We're also going to have Tanpo and Grandmaster Mao as the third character / event boss. And that's all I'm going to say for this one. Whew, well, that was fun. So, did you guys enjoy my choices for the picks? Which crossover are you guys going to be excited for? And which ones do you think that Capcom should collab Mega Man X Dive with? Let me know in the comments down below. And anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out, everyone.